he's clearly preserved his legacy as one of the most consequential presidents in modern time, probably going all the way back to either LBJ with the Civil Rights Act and Roosevelt during the period of his presidency. So all of that comes together. A remarkable individual. Yes, I've known him since the 1980s. An extraordinary individual. We would talk on and off over the years when he was running for vice president in the Obama campaign. We were very, very close in California and other parts of the nation. And Jill and Patty are very, very dear friends. So we're sad, but we're also understanding. And we're very, very excited about his endorsement of Kamala Harris, who I've had the privilege and pleasure of working with since 1991, when she was the freshman DA in San Francisco, and I was the freshman statewide insurance commissioner. We went after insurance fraud in the city of San Francisco. So I've had the pleasure of working with her for these many, many years, an exceptional woman. And wouldn't it be lovely to have a woman as president of the United States?
Does Kamala Harris have your endorsement?
Absolutely. Absolutely. As I said, I've worked with her as DA in San Francisco, going after insurance fraud. And when she was the Attorney General in California, going after, again, organized crime, insurance and other kinds of organized crime, drugs and the rest. And then her years in the Senate. And finally, as her 3 years as vice president, doing an extraordinary job. International. She has the understanding of the international situation, not only working with Biden on that, but out there on her own around the world. And of course, on the economic issues. And she'll bring to this ticket, should she be successful, and I'm going to do everything I can to see that she is our nominee, that she will bring to the Democratic Party unity. She'll be able to bring together all the elements of this party. She has a great working relationship with labor. She has a great working relationship with minority organizations, as well as the key funding sources for the Democratic Party. So I'm really excited about her candidacy, and I'm really sad and torn in many, many ways about President Biden removing himself from the candidacy for the next 4 years.
Congressman, if I can, I understand you've also, undergone a recent cancer battle. You yourself understand sort of the pressures of dealing with a health issue, balancing that with the pressures of the job itself. Of course, there have been so many conversations recently surrounding President Biden's mental fitness, his health in all of this. From a human level and from the perspective of somebody who has known the president for 4 decades, how much of those conversations do you think really played a role in his decision today? Or was it more so the conversations when we started talking about polling numbers and fundraising?
No, I think it's a very personal decision. The Biden I've known for these 40 years is a very determined individual. He said it himself. He gets knocked down, he gets back up. That's the man I've known for these many decades. And he was, I believe, mentally prepared. That is his desire to carry on. But I think he also did a very careful analysis with Jill and perhaps the rest of his family about his physical situation. COVID knocks everybody right on their butt, and I'm sure that happened with President Biden. That took a big toll, and I think it was also a wake-up call that there are other health issues that are ahead of him. So I think he took all of that into account, he and Jill, and came to the decision that it's best. It's best for him. It's best for the Democratic Party and best for the nation that he use his energy, his experience and knowledge, both nationally and internationally, to finish up the next 5-6 months.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.